Some popular attractions are about to close. Halloween is on the way. Some new colors coming to the Disneyland Hotel, August crowds, and so much more. It is time to drop in to Disneyland. Hey there, hi there, ho there, you are as welcome as can be. How's it going, everybody? Wait for the Kingdom Report, back with you once again, covering all the latest trending topics, updates, and news coming out of the Disneyland Resort, the happiest place on earth, where once again we step through the gates and bring to you all of the newest changes and things you should know between the two theme parks, the downtown Disney district, and of course all three Disneyland Resort Hotels. Hey, if you haven't done so already, make sure you are subscribed to the channel so you never miss a Disneyland drop-in and any more of the news and commentary we have coming your way throughout the week. We kick things off into the future of Tomorrowland, where beautiful new colors of drought-friendly plants have been laid at the entry to the land itself. Things are looking good. As we make our way into the land, over by Space Mountain, some changes have occurred. As always, off to the right, the Magic Eye Theater that most recently housed all kinds of Star Wars films, well, it remains vacant as it has since Disneyland reopened last year. However, the big news is just off to the right-hand side of the entrance of Space Mountain, the Lightyear meet and greet. Face character is gone, as well as the backdrop itself, likely due to the abysmal performance of Lightyear, now available on Disney+. Into the heart of the land, the Tomorrowland Terrace. Yeah, the stage platform in front of Galactic Grill currently is home to Stitch's Interplanetary Beach Party Blast at night, and we do have some good news in the way of holidays, as the holiday season starting in early November will usher in a whole new character dance party to this location as well, just in front of Galactic Grill. So if you have an opportunity, drop on by right now during summer or a little later this year. Stepping across the walkway to Finding Nemo's submarine voyage. Things looking nice, new, and vibrant since its return a little over 2 weeks ago at this point. We do like to check in and see how demand is faring, and it does appear that on most days, the wait times can adjust between 30 to 45 minutes, so pretty standard by any comparison. However, on especially hot days, it is nice to jump into a sub because it's air-conditioned. However, you are extremely close to other people, all things to keep in mind. I have some pleasant news to share. If you're a guest of one of the Disneyland Resort Hotels, that's the Grand Californian, the Paradise Bureau, or the Disneyland Hotel, well then you get to take advantage of the 30-minute early entry. Yeah, it's a little bit of extra time ahead of everybody else to drop on in and experience attractions at both theme parks. However, not every attraction will be open, but you still get a 30-minute head start on many of them. More details at Disneyland.com. And up here on Main Street, USA, we saw that the windows were open for once at the Guided Tours kiosk alongside City Hall. We asked, are Guided Tours back officially? And you know what we heard? Yes, and wait for the Disney Parks blog announcement. It is imminent. Any day now, we will hear that the announcement of Guided Tours have returned. Will all of them be back? They said probably not the entire roster, but many that we love will be returning. Over in Frontierland, the Mark Twain Riverboat was in dry dock on this day. However, it's not considered to be under refurbishment. Sailing Ship Columbia nearby taking on passengers. We are noticing more and more that usually one of the vessels is taking on passengers and the other sits in dry dock day to day. This may be due to some staffing issues we've been hearing about. Elsewhere in Frontierland, Rancho del Zocalo, which we've long told you has been a holdout to the mobile order debacle. Well, guess what? They have succumbed to the mobile order monster, and yes, you still have the opportunity to walk up and grab your food if you'd like to, old Buffeteria style. However, they are now an option for mobile order. The only other restaurant that we are familiar with in the park that has a setup like this that is not on mobile order, you can still walk up and grab your food, is the Plaza Inn. You now see the new line with one side dedicated to walk up, one side dedicated to mobile order. Are you a mobile order advocate? We'd love to hear from you in the comments. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad a few weeks back was something we had some interest in because we saw walls up near the main entrance of the attraction. Those walls have since come down, and the big reveal is stroller parking. Yeah, stroller parking is what they were doing behind those walls. So congratulations, everyone, we made it. And over in Adventureland, we see that work continues on one half of the old Tarzan's Treehouse. Certainly This has been an ongoing debacle since late last year. Are they going to turn it into something new? Are they not? We know that they got rid of the staircase tree that used to be in the walkway to free up space. However, now Disney's holding out on what the remaining portion of the tree will be rethemed to. We slide on over to New Orleans Square now, where the reality is setting in that from August the 15th through September the 1st, the Haunted Mansion will have its doors closed in order to make way for Haunted Mansion Holiday. That's right, Jack Skellington and his crew from The Nightmare Before Christmas will arrive to wreck the halls of this classic attraction. But before they shut the doors officially, we wanted to say goodbye to the 999 happy haunts.
Your cadaverous pallor betrays an aura of foreboding, almost as though you sense a disquieting metamorphosis. Is this haunted room actually stretching? Or is it your imagination? And consider this dismaying observation. This chamber has no windows and no doors. Which offers you this chilling challenge to find a way out. Of course, there's always my way.
And with that thud, we say see you in 2023. Are you a fan of the OG Haunted Mansion, or are you much more apt for the Haunted Mansion Holiday version? As always, we love hearing your perspective. Let us know what you think down in that comments section. You really never know what you'll see here in Fantasyland. Over at the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, great news, electric energy as the final week of August approaches. That will usher in the return of the Princess Transformation makeovers that so many people know this location for. Currently, just a retail space selling extra gear. However, those makeover stations will soon be placed once again in front of these mirrors. We can't wait to see little pumpkins being transformed into princesses once again. We move elsewhere in the land where the Matterhorn bobsleds will be closed officially as of August the 8th. And when will they be reopening? Well, your guess is as good as ours. Disneyland is to be determined on that one. This attraction goes through one or two brief refurbishments throughout the year and then one more long-scale refurbishment. We believe that this is one of the brief ones since this attraction is kind of ancient and has so many things inside that need to be spruced up on the regular. And out in front of the land, the Pixie Hollow Pond area that is usually beautiful and vibrant has just kind of fallen into disrepair. Things look really ugly out here, and it's really unfortunate, especially given its proximity to the very iconic Sleeping Beauty Castle. Skip on over to Toontown now, where walls remain up in front of the land. Obviously not accessible at this time as we await the spring 2023 grand reopening of the land, making way for all new elements as well as the new Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway attraction. We take a look on back behind the land itself, and lots of scaffolding up, lots of work being done on the facades of the hillsides, allowing for the ultimate immersion to happen when this land finally comes back to us in spring of next year. Let's talk crowds for a second. The dog days of summer are among us, and with that comes boiling temperatures. Yep, August and September, traditionally the hottest temperatures that we see in Southern California. When the days are extremely hot, you often see Southern Californians not coming to the theme parks. In addition to that, school is starting for so many at this point. It is the lull between seasons as well. So, traditionally, before the start of the Halloween season in early September, you are going to see some very light days based purely on data and what we've seen in the past. And if that excites you, it excites us. Just gotta put up with that disgusting heat, and you got yourself a Disneyland mostly to yourself. From here, we slide across the Esplanade over to Disney California Adventure Park. And here on Buena Vista Street, we hear the clang of the red car trolley once again. During our last update, it was officially the first day of the red car trolley's return for the summer. However, it immediately broke down. Well, those problems have been rectified, and now the trolley is making its way through the land once again, bringing that kinetic energy back to the area and being a great nod to what makes this park so dang special. We also move on over to Hollywood Land now, and the Hollywood Studios backlot section of the park. We're about to see another closure. Now, there's no reason to scream, but Monsters, Inc., Mike and Sully to the rescue will be closing their giant doors starting August the 15th, running all the way through September the 2nd. For a little bit of refurbishment time, ready for this classic dark ride to get its own sprucing up and prepared for the next season. Right alongside Monsters, Inc., the Coca-Cola bar is currently undergoing some refurbishment. You know, that's right next door to Stage 12 that we've been chronicling for you in the last few months. It's not only had its barn doors open, but it's also received a fresh coat of paint. Anything new coming to this back corner section of the park? We can only hope. From here, we slide on over to Avengers Campus, where Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout looms in the distance. Of course, the announcement has been made that starting September the 2nd for Halloween time, California Adventure is proud to welcome back Guardians of the Galaxy Monsters After Dark. Have you had the opportunity to ride that variation of this attraction? We'd love to hear from you in the comments. Do you prefer it over traditional? Let us know. We now motor on into Cars Land, where this is a space that traditionally also gets very involved in the Halloween time festivities, and this year will be no different. Has announced Luigi's Rollickin' Roadsters will be undergoing its transformation in the coming weeks ahead of the Halloween time kickoff to become its own version of Halloween magic. In addition to that, we also look forward to Mater's Junkyard Jamboree undergoing its changes for the Halloween time, singing his Halloween tunes and being as charming as he always is, but with a bit of spooky flair. Moving on over to the Grizzly Peak area, we see all is tranquil and peaceful with the exception of some construction work happening just beneath the billboard. Yep, this is where the prop plane usually sits that characters traditionally take photos in front of. The plane is still there. We believe that there's some repaving work going on in addition to some touch-up paint on the plane itself. A little further down the trail we go, and there are no notices for campers outside of the Redwood Creek Challenge Trail. Why is that? Well, gosh darn it, it's because it's closed, and it's closed for the sake of the massive load-in that it takes to transform this space for Villains Grove. Yeah, the Villains Grove area, the wildly popular area dedicated to all things villains during the Oogie Boogie Bash. It does take a lot of time and effort to make it just right, and therefore this attraction is closed until August the 20th. Here at the World of Color Lagoon, we've got some great news about the holiday season. Christmas time is ushering back to this location. World of Color Season of Light starting on November the 11th for the first time in forever. And in addition to that, we get to experience the Festival of Holidays Food Fest around California Adventure this year as well, also starting on November the 11th. Inside Disney's Grand Californian Hotel and Spa lobby, we are anxiously awaiting the arrival of the Oogie Boogie or Halloween-themed cake that traditionally occupies this space down here in front of the glass doors at the east side of the lobby. Every season, it's something that the pastry chefs do wonders on, and we are looking forward to sharing that with you as soon as it arrives. We step across the street to Disney's Paradise Pier Hotel. The hotel that we know down the line will be receiving a Pixar overlay. Yep, a Pixar theme is coming to this location. However, until that point, if you're planning on staying here, recognize that this hotel does not have dining options available inside of it anymore. That's right, the PCH Grill, the Surfside Lounge have never reopened since the Paradise Pier Hotel has come back online as of last year. We have, however, seen inside of a window at PCH Grill and have noticed that much of what they had inside has now been cleared out, so potentially some progress there. We'll keep our eye on it for you, but currently no dining inside. You still have to go out to downtown Disney in order to pick up some grub. On the backside of the Paradise Pier Hotel, we do see lots of construction work going on. both on the valet side of the parking garage, some repaving going on there, as well as some work going on next to the hotel itself and going all the way up to the laundry facility that they have staff side just beneath the pool. So lots of work continuing to happen at the Paradise Pier Hotel. And over at the Disneyland Hotel, we are excited to share with you that there is continued work and improvements happening here. That depends on if you like the color blue or not. Certainly this hotel, having been rethemed to blue towers several years ago, apparently wasn't blue enough, and now the Disneyland Hotel has decided to implement even more blue on the former beige spaces in and around the blue towers. Yes, including these panels right here. This is the new shade of lighter blue mixed with the darker blues leading up to the windows. This is happening on all of the towers as we speak. So all things to keep in mind. If you are staying at the Disneyland Hotel in the near future, there are going to be some cosmetic upgrades happening to the exterior of the towers. Of course, we love catching a glimpse of the construction work happening on the new Disney Vacation Club Tower that continues to rise up right alongside the Frontier Tower. You see here the design of what it will look like in its finished form. Very excited to see exactly how it will fit in with all the towers around it. But definitely lots and lots of progress since our last visit, as it now towers over the Disneyland Hotel water slide, the sort of gauge that we've been keeping on this space. Shifting gears now into downtown Disney, where the Soul of Jazz and American Adventure exhibit remains after its July 4th departure date, still for free. You can see it daily 12 to 8 p.m. in the former gift shop of the ESPN Zone building, or what was ESPN Zone, now just a giant Disney Plus advertisement, that's for sure. And down at the other end of downtown Disney, right alongside the tram route, during our last update, we showed you walls up in this space. Well, guess what? Walls have come down to reveal, well, a wider, more paved area that leads as sort of an exit down into the esplanade between both of the theme parks. Something new in this space that has recently come along, a Honda vehicle to celebrate the Main Street Electric Parade's 50th anniversary. Hey, speaking of the Electric Parade, as well as the Disneyland Forever fireworks show, if you want to see these bad boys, well, you got to get to the parks before September the 1st, because September the 1st is the day that all of it comes to an end. It was a limited run for both the Electric Parade and Disneyland Forever fireworks. Well, that just about wraps things up for this edition of the Disneyland Update. Hey, if we aren't friends yet on TikTok or Instagram, follow us at Kingdom Report Live. We would love to make your acquaintance. And if you like what you've seen here today, make sure you are subscribed to the channel so you never miss a thing. Disney news, updates, tips, and travel discussion, plus so much more. And if we've earned it a thumbs up on this video, means so dang much. Hey, for the Kingdom Report, I'm Wade Heath. We'll see you next time for another installment of the Disneyland Drop-In.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.